Hey, Keemstar, you're on the air.
Oh my god, why the fuck are you so loud?
I don't know why Augie's so loud. He's always really fucking loud.
Okay, why is doxing so bad? Explain this to me slowly.
Well, I mean,
some people
it's
like me. I don't want my last name out there. I have a kid.
I want to talk to Augie.
You want to talk to a 17-year-old?
All right. I will say doxing is bad.
Augie had motherfucker. Augie, why is doxing bad?
It's revealing someone's private information that they don't want out. I mean, it's very basic.
So, I mean, if that's the case, have I revealed somebody's private information?
That's what I want to know, because you said you doxed JustDestiny. Was this just your own personal findings, or did you send this to other people?
No, but I'm just saying that's why doxing's bad, right? Doxing is bad if someone has the intent to harass.
I think it's the intent to share the information, period.
Yeah.
Well, doxing also opens the doors to someone facing real-life ramifications. Like, you might not have the intent to harass them, but someone who does gather the dox could very well, use that information to SWAT, to send, do anything from just sending pieces to directly swatting. Like, it's very simple how doxing is bad.
I seen somebody posting in the chat that doxing is illegal. They're a retard. The doxing is not illegal. That person right now in the chat, Progress, I'm going to find out where you live. Call the cops, see what happens.
Oh.
I'm going to find out where you live, Progress, and I want you to call the cops and say, Keemstar found my address. Good luck.
All right, well, going back to the situation.
Isn't it illegal to share a dox, though?
No. I mean, if you are harassing somebody, there are laws against harassment, yeah.
But if you gather the dox, and there's other people who have the dox, and they have the intent to harass, obviously the harassment lies on them, but to some extent it also lies to you for gathering in the first place. Doxing is bad. It's not, there's no question about it.
If you're colluding with those people to have somebody harassed, yeah.
All right, well, I want to know, you gathered JustDestiny dox. You're saying that clean on the air right now, right?
Yeah, I dox people all the time. I run a news show. Like, it's literally part of the job. I need to know who people are. I need to know where they live. I need to know where. I'm sorry, bitch, but I'm talking and you're talking when I talk. Shut up. Listen, I'll leave if you interrupt me again, because like when I talk and then you talk, then people that are watching the show can't hear what I'm saying. In my job, you need to find out where people are, what an address is, where something took place, who's actually behind a certain profile. Like, this is all stuff that's like fucking weekly, if not daily. So when JustDestiny was sending legal documents to a 15-year-old with a cease and desist, I had to figure out, who was this lawyer? Was this even a real lawyer? And then come to find out, it's like one of these fucking made up lawyer things that you can pay $200 just to get a letter printed up. He didn't even have a real lawyer. He used some fucking service to send a cease and desist to the 15-year-old. So then it's like, okay, so if he's gonna fucking spend $200 and not actually have a real lawyer to send this kid a cease and desist, and he's uploading all this questionable stuff and he's being accused of all these things, who actually is this guy? So I went to go find out who he is. So, in the privacy of a DM chat, we found out who he was. We did a lot of research.
Who's we?
So you shared this.
I'm not obligated to rat on other people. And besides, what did these people do? What did me and these people do? We found out who JustDestiny was. Where's the exposed?
You didn't need his docs to find out that the lawyer was fake.
Oh well, I wanted to find out if this dude was a registered sex offender or not.
Why?
Because he was being accused of being a pedo and all this other stuff.
Okay, if
nobody was accusing him of being a pedo.
Okay, theoretically.
I'm sorry, but maybe you don't remember the story then, Augie. Maybe you don't have maybe you shouldn't have a voice in this. Maybe you shouldn't even be talking
Lieutenant
about
Cobra called him out for the thumbnails he's using. At no point did he insinuate that JustDestiny was a pedo.
Well,
the only person who insinuated that was
a lot of people were calling him a pedo. But at the end of the day, nobody knew who JustDestiny was. You don't know if he's a registered sex offender. All you know is that he's sending cease and desist letter to a 15-year-old. So let's find out who this guy behind this fucking million sub account actually. Stop saying okay, I'm talking. Let's find out who this guy actually is. So I found out who he was.
Okay.
But you don't need to find. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Theoretically, if you found out that he was a sex offender, right? Would you spread his docs onto DramaAlert? Like, what would you do with that docs? What would you do with that information?
Yeah, people need to know. The public need to know.
But how would you say that on DramaAlert? Like, would you say you found his personal information and then you found out he was a sex offender, or like would you show the specific information? Like, how would that translate into a DramaAlert video?
Yeah, just like we found Basher had a history for doing shit with underage girls.
We have some questions here. Daffy wants to know, did you give the Tro the info?
If there's a fucking pedo right, or a sex offender who's a YouTuber who has child fans, I'm telling everyone, what are you fucking saying? Like,
no, yeah, I agree.
You guys hear the word dox, right? And you insinuate immediately in your head harassment, swatting, sending pizzas to someone's house, and you're not actually thinking that dox is multiple things. It could be literally finding out someone's picture. It could be finding their address. It could be finding a phone number. It could be all this stuff to harass, but it also could be interest, just to figure out who this person is. It doesn't necessarily have to mean harassment.
Yeah, but if you leak any of this personal information onto Drama Alert, wouldn't that be illegal? Wouldn't that be spreading the dogs to people who could potentially harass? No, but I'm saying potentially, if potentially you did find out this info, you would show it on Drama Alert, right? No, you didn't. But the reason you got the docs was to potentially do that, right? And I'm not saying
the definition of doxing.
So theoretically, you could have done an illegal dox and you wouldn't have cared.
No, illegal how? Call the cops. What are you saying illegal? People just say stuff without knowing it.
Online.
All right, I have a couple questions here.
You don't know what you're saying, Bo Blacks. Maybe you should do some research. What do you mean illegal?
Technically,
because you're
the definition
spreading
of dox is to search for and publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. That is the definition. If you're saying you dox, it's malicious.
Every single news network would be arrested right now. Arrest CNN, Fox News, arrest TMZ, arrest them all. If doxing's illegal, it's not illegal.
Don't they
you guys are literally talking out of your ass.
I never said it was illegal. I'm just saying the definition of doxing is to search for private information of people with malicious intent.
Yeah. So okay.
So with malicious intent, you have malicious intent. If you're just gathering people's information, it's not doxing. But if you are using it for malicious intent,
let me know when you're done. Let me know when you're done.
I will totally let you know when I'm done. If you're using it for malicious intent, that's when it is doxing. It is the definition of doxing, not the Urban Dictionary definition. The actual legal definition of it.
Bitch, you're just making up shit.
I'm just saying,
literally gathering information on something.
I'm just saying, if theoretically you showed this information on Drama Alert, which you said you would have done if you found out he was a sex offender, and then hold on. Okay.
Let me stop you for a minute. If you found out JustDestiny was a sex offender, right, and you're the only person that had the webpage that showed JustDestiny was a sex offender, what would you do with that information?
I'm not sure. I would try to.
You would make a fucking video on it.
Yeah, but I would present it in a way that doesn't show his personal information, and I'd trust people to take me at my word.
Make a video. If you didn't make
because
a video,
I'm asking you. I wanted to ask a question. The reason I brought up that sentence was because I was going to finish and ask you a question.
In fairness to Keem's saying he's gathering the information to do research. Keem at no point is saying he's doing harassment. Now, given that information,
show me. Where's the harassment of JustDestiny? Where did I tweet his picture out? Where did I just show me? And even if I did that, I wouldn't be wrong to do that. Why not? Like, why is this person
I was gonna ask that. That's what I was trying to lead into.
I want to ask, was this information?
If you shared his information on Drama Alert, and then someone took that information who watched the Drama Alert and did something illegal with it, like swatting JustDestiny, wouldn't you be liable?
No.
Okay, that's the question I wanted to ask this whole time. That's all I wanted to ask.
Because it depends what you're saying. Like, if I show his picture and somebody swats him, am I responsible? No. If I show his personal address and somebody swats him, yeah, probably. Yeah. I mean,
that's why I was asking, how would you share the information on Drama Alert? Like, what information would you present?
Gotta stop using general terms like information.
I'm asking you to give me the specifics you would theoretically do.
Well, if I release his phone number on Drama Alert or on Twitter or something, that's definitely intent to harass. Okay. Address, probably the same thing. A picture of him. No, I don't think so. I don't really think that's harassment. Why is it that, somebody can remain anonymous online and fucking talk shit and all this other stuff, send you legal documents with a cease and desist and all this other shit? Like, why do they deserve to be private and hidden? Why? What gives them the right?
I mean, I don't know. That's not a question.
All right. I need to step in here and ask a couple questions. Now, you're saying you got this information with someone else. Was this information ever sent to other YouTubers? Anyone in the NCO, the Right Opinion specifically?
I mean, basically, in a group chat with a bunch of different people, basically, worked together and found all the information and found this dude's old Google account or something where basically he posted pictures of himself himself on the internet, and that's how, you know, we basically found this guy.
I have a couple of people asking specifically, was Zoom involved?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I can't. Dude, this was like a month ago or something.
All right, I just asked in the questions I see in the chat because there's something people want to know.
Let me ask you a question. You know, this doesn't involve any hacking. Nobody's hacking into JustDestiny's email. Nobody's hacking into his computer. None of that shit. But if somebody were to post pictures of themselves on Google Plus, on Facebook, on MySpace, on Twitter, wherever, and then decide years later, hey, you know what? I want to be a YouTuber and I want to remain anonymous. To remain anonymous? Or do I have the right to find their old image and be like, oh, okay, that's what this guy actually looks like? I'm not hacking into his shit. I'm not doing anything but looking at public information that he posted publicly. So, you know, this whole thing where Tommy plays this big guy, and same thing with Nick, where they play this fucking big guy like, you know what? We have dirt on Keemstar. No, you don't. I doxed him. What are you going to do about it? I'm literally telling you right now, what do you think's going to happen to me? You said to Augie, this is going to be a big story that Keemstar doxed Destiny. I doxed Destiny. Where is the big story?
If we have a big YouTuber admitting to doxing other people, that gets slightly under his nerves. Do you not see that as an issue?
The word dox, people think, oh, that's to harass him. That's to, you know, but it's not. It's just gathering
it's great that you don't want to harass him. That's wonderful. I'm so glad you don't want to harass him. What about the other people involved?
I do want to harass him, to be honest.
Well, that's the problem, Game. That's the problem.
But I wasn't actually getting his picture to post publicly or with the intent to harass him. I was trying to figure out who this guy was so we knew who the hell we're dealing with.
Well, great. You don't know it's so good that you don't want to do anything of harassment. Well, now you claim you do, but it's good that you didn't do it. What about the other people involved? There's some very sketchy figures that people are speculating may have been involved that are known to harass people. That's the problem here.
That's on them.
But you actively took part in it knowing who you were working with.
I wanted to do more than anything is I wanted to post a picture of him and say, this is the guy that's sending $200 fake lawyer cease and desist to 15-year-old kids. And you know what? The group that I was in that Tommy's trying to dog, those guys were the ones telling me not to do that. If anything, those guys are the good guys. I was the bad guy, and I wanted to basically stop this motherfucker from hiding behind his little avatar and let people look at the actual real person that's doing this shit and sending these fucking threatening letters and flagging this little kid. And I don't give a fuck what anyone says. If you think my career is going to be ruined or hurt in any way for what I just said on this show and what I've admitted to, you're crazy. You're insane.
Supposedly, there's more in the audio. Now, I have no clue what's in the audio, but supposedly the audio, that's where all the bearing information is.
Expose
Well, you're going to have to take that up with Nick. Nick has the audio. The only reason why Nick's not releasing it is because it would bury a few YouTubers in the NCO as supposed. Now, I know you're saying...
Do you think that's true? Do you think that's true?
Yeah, I take his word for it.
You take his word for it. Okay, well, maybe he just doesn't have anything really that good. Augie, if I were you, I would request to hear that audio privately to find out what he really has. Because a lot of times, Nick DeOrio and fucking Tommy C gas shit up like they have some big fucking story, or they act like they're in the know, like they know this fucking insider information, and if people found out about this, and it 9 times out of 10 it's bullshit. Just like I'm telling you now, right? Before I got into this call, it was, oh my God, Keemstar's doxing Destiny. Destiny didn't deserve to be doxed. But now that I've talked to you, yeah, we probably should have figured out who the fuck that guy really is.
I think it was completely unnecessary.
No.
You could have found out that the
Okay, what if he was a fucking sex offender? What if he was actually a sex offender?
There was nothing out there that was suggesting he would be a sex offender. He used some sketchy thumbnails. That doesn't mean he's a fucking pedophile.
What? Some kid made a joke calling him a pedo, and he fucking copy-struck his video and then sent him a cease and desist. I'm sorry, but that kid shouldn't be trusted. Let's find out who the fuck that guy is.
People on the internet say crazy stuff all the time. I see people call you pedophiles on your Twitter mentions. Does that mean we have to dox you and figure out whether or not you're a sex offender? That doesn't make any sense.
Go ahead. I'm not hiding like some of these people online. I have nothing to hide. Go ahead.
I'm just saying, we had all the info we needed on JustDestiny that was public. We didn't need to go into and find out all his personal personal stuff. That's ridiculous.
Well, I did. What are you going to do about it? What is Tommy C going to do about it? What is anybody in this community going to do about it? I went and found his old Google Hangout where he posted a public picture of himself, and now I know what he looks like. I know who he actually is. I know his real name.
And what'd you gain from that? Like, what did you gain from this?
Well, I mean, I found out that he's not a registered sex offender, so that's good for him, right?
Woo! We did it, boys. We doxed JustDestiny, but we found out he's actually not a pedophile. Something nobody with a brain on was even questioning.
I don't care. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. His dox is in the hands of dangerous people.
Who? Who are the dangerous people?
I guess we need to see the audio.
Well, I think you doxed him to begin with.
Keem, are you okay with people doxing me? People have my picture. They know what I look like. What are you saying?
Your personal stuff.
Like the really personal stuff.
Dude, I am famous. My address is a Google click away. Everything you
want
to know about
Keem's
me
already
is
been
literally a Google click away. What are you saying?
Well, it's easy for you to say because you don't purposely try to be anonymous. Neither do I. JustDestiny did.
Technically, within doxing, your daughter's school address could be in there. It's considered a part of doxing.
Well, I mean, if you can figure out where I live, you can pretty much figure out where my daughter goes to school.
Yeah, but Keem, you're openly public. So am I. So is Boblax. That doesn't mean, like, other people who try to stay anonymous, it's a different deal there. We had everything we needed to go after JustDestiny that was public. Going after him privately, there was just no reason to.
That's all I care.
I mean, if you're to answer Daniel James, if you're releasing my address and my phone number, I mean, that's the intent to harass me.
Yeah, but you said you had the intent to harass JustDestiny, so wouldn't that make your dox illegal?
I said that I wanted to harass him, but
he never said he never said.
That's intent. That's the same as that means intent.
Oh, whatever. Yeah. I got some guilty. Expose me. Where's my expose?
I mean, I'm not the one who said I really want to expose you and had audio and shit. That was Nick. I'm just commenting on what you said on that video, on that stream. Well,
audio.
Nick, feel free to expose
the audio. Release the audio. Expose
Nick,
me.
If you're listening, release the audio.
Yeah, I think Nick.
I just see like so like pointlessly aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're gonna remain anonymous. If you're gonna remain anonymous online and do shady shit, I'm gonna find out like who you are, like who's the actual person behind this shady shit that you're doing.
You said it's necessary for your drama show, but honestly, I pretty much disagree with that. Like, how many times have you actually went on Drama Alert and utilized docs information?
You're so wrong.
Well, okay, correct me then. Correct me. I'm fine with being corrected.
As people make claims about YouTubers, like they'll make up so-and-so YouTuber raped me or whatever. I need to find out where they actually live, if they were anywhere near this person, if they're in the same city. Like, there's all kinds of reasons why we have to fucking do research on people. You can call it dox all you want, but like, it's not necessarily, I hate that word because it doesn't explain what doxing really is. Like, people hear that word and they think, oh, you're trying to swat them, you're trying to harass them, you're sending pizzas to their house, you're leaking someone's phone number. That's not just what doxing is. Doxing is simply doing research on something, gathering information on something.
It's just the people who were involved that we don't know for sure 100%, but those people could take that information and harass them.
I'm just worried about like the legality of it or not, because like I called it
doxing because, you know, doxing is literally gathering information on people, and it's not illegal to do so. We see in
it's gathering information on people for malicious intent.
Doxing
is the definition of doxing.
You're a dumb bitch. You don't know what doxing is.
Then Google it right now. Prove it. Google it right now. Google the word doxing and read out the definition. If I'm wrong, I'll eat my words.
Doxing is simply just gathering information on someone.
You didn't. It says right here. I have the Google up right now.
It says search for published, private, or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. But not always.
So you could just said, I gathered information on JustDestiny, but you used doxing because you knew that would trigger people.
It's so much funner to say.
Well, look, in fairness, Scully, we can argue words all we wanted. It still like means the same thing, or what Keem's like saying means the same thing. I just see it as like a complete overreaction. Like nobody with a brain was questioning whether or not JustDestiny was a pedophile. We all knew he wasn't. So why go out and try to find this guy's personal information, where he lives?
I mean, what you do know that I worked with the police to dox the guy that swatted.
Well, yeah, but that's different. That guy literally swatted people. That guy literally swatted people. What did JustDestiny do that really garnered worthy of a dox?
He sent a cease and desist to a 15-year-old child and flagged his video. That was fair use. I want to know who this guy is. I want to know who the fuck he is.
I don't know, Keem. It doesn't make sense.
You literally have nothing on me. Tommy C has nothing on me. Nick DeOrio has nothing on me. Release the audio. Release the audio.
Isn't he? Well, you said you got his picture from his Google Plus, which I don't think.
Tommy puffs his chest.
You said
Nick puffs his chest.
Yeah, that is kind of funny.
They act like they have this big expose on me. Expose me, cunts. I want to see what it does.
Yeah, I would agree. If you are threatening to expose and then the person literally says expose, then I think you should expose.
Exactly. You're threatening it. Show everybody what you got. Bring it out.
Because then it just shows it's an empty threat if you don't bring it out completely.
If we never hear the audio, then Nick and Tommy are full of fucking shit. Not that we don't already know that, but if we never hear the audio, they are full of shit. Let's hear the audio.
Well, a claim I heard, and I'm seeing in chat, is that you colluded with someone called Zoom. Is this true or not?
I don't remember.
Can you go back and look in the chat?
I may have not. You know, I was working with a lot of people, but I'm not these are private conversations. I'm not going to leak any private conversations.
Do you talk to Zoom? Do you talk to Zoom regularly?
Not really. I have talked to Zoom before, but
I think that's why a lot of people are worried then.
But okay, well, why? What is Zoom the boogeyman?
He's an admitted pedophile, isn't he?
Well, I'm just gonna say, like, Zoom literally like does live streams where he doxes people and harasses them. So I think that's why a lot of people are worried. Supposedly, let's say you did work with him. We know what he does once he has people's private information. So I think that's why people are worried.
Well, I did see a stream of Zoom literally swatting Ralph like on stream. Yeah. Which I do not approve of.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, what if you did that to JustDestiny? You just got an innocent guy swatted.
Well, he didn't.
If I was Nick and Tommy, if they had some idiot audio of me telling Zoom to, like, swat JustDestiny or whatever, or to harass him, I would release it, because then I'd be in trouble. I think my career would be in trouble if that's true. But that's not true. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, at the end of the day, it all comes down to what they have. I don't know what they have. I don't know what they have. He won't play for me in private. He won't play it in public. Yeah, so I don't know what he has. All I know.
Why are they threatening it? Release it. Release it. Expose me.
The reason why they haven't released is because it would destroy a bunch of other YouTubers that are supposedly in the NCO.
I had to dox Tommy C. I mean, he was making a bunch of fucking ridiculous claims about me. I doxed that motherfucker all the way in Germany. Yeah. Ruined my career. I'm the bad guy.
Why did you dox Tommy C?
He said he just said he doxes people all the time. I mean, he doxed Clown when he was AFK for the internet for a week. So
I was worried. I actually thought something bad happened to him.
An ethical dox.
Yeah, an ethical dox.
I doxed Ramen Noodle. I doxed her.
You didn't dox her. You asked for the address.
She gave you her address.
That's a little different.
That's different.
I doxed it. I was doing research and I got it.
Oh yeah? What'd you find out about Ramen Noodle?
I know where she lived.
Do you know where I live, Keem?
No. I actually, Bo Black's, I could care less, honestly.
Well, if you ever want to dox me.
But I'm saying we have to ask ourselves, right? Okay. A serious question into Charm, Skull, or whatever. Yep. I know that you have a husband or whatever, and you have kids, right?
I am not married anymore, but yes, I do have a kid.
Okay, so you have a family, all right?
Yeah.
So imagine you had, let's say, a YouTuber with like, let's say like 20,000 subs, right? And they're completely anonymous, and they make a video on you, and they say something really fucked up about your kids. You know, I don't want to even give an example because I have kids as well. But let's say they say something really fucked up and you have no idea who this person is, right? You don't know if this guy potentially gonna come to your house and like really hurt. Let's say they made like 5 videos on you to the point where it's getting like a little like obsessive, right? Okay. And they keep mentioning your kids as well. You're gonna try to figure out
I'll do basic Googling, yeah.
You're gonna be like, okay, well, you don't deserve to be anonymous, you know? You making these threats and you saying this shit to me to try to figure out who you are to protect myself or whatever, right?
When I didn't have my last name public, but I guess I did back in the day on Google Plus, and somebody found that on this and released that the day I released my interview with JustDestiny. They were like, she doesn't want her last name public. Go.
So you understand my point, right? Yeah. Like the whole idea of researching someone and trying to figure out who they are isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Well, really bothers me. It depends on the level of research you do. Because
what really bothers me about all this is that Tommy C and Nick DeOrio were literally in this chat when people were trying to find out who JustDestiny actually was. They were there. And I can't remember exactly what everyone said, but I sworn Nick was helping out doing the research Could have sworn it. Maybe I'm wrong and maybe I'm not remember it right, but that's the way I remember it. So why all of a sudden, right, when they know exactly what took place and what people were doing, why all of a sudden are they using like, oh, the things that were happening and there was horrible. I can't believe if people found out what they were doing, they'd be ruined. No, they know exactly what everyone was doing. They were just trying to figure out who JustDestiny actually was. How does it all of a sudden, a month later, turn into docs, you know?
Yeah, it's a weird...
Let's build it up
2 months ago.
They like build it up to the point where like that in this DM chat, crimes were being committed. Like the way Tommy's talking about it. You've seen the streams, Augie and Boblex,
yes.
right?
Yeah.
Tommy is saying it like some fucking heinous crimes were going down in this chat. That's the way they're describing it, and that's the way they're promoting it. That's why I'm saying, let's put the pressure on fucking Fat Oreo and Tommy C, and let's fucking expose. Come on, get it out there. Let people know what you got. Otherwise, you're full of shit. You stupid motherfuckers got in your cars and you want to play chicken with me. Well, guess what? I am not swerving. I'm going 70 miles an hour on Chris. Motherfuckers. Let's go. Release the audio. Release the audio.
Nicholas DeOrio, you're on the air.
Nick, play the audio.
I will. In due time.
Play the audio.
If you're just going to sit here and ask me to play the audio, you're going to have a very tough time. If you're going to hear the audio, I'll tell you how you're going to hear the audio. The only things that are going to be muted are names, addresses, and phone numbers. You can run the 2-hour clip back, but whoever has it, perfectly fine. No audio will be edited, and it will be posted as an unlisted file in the description of the edited video. You can check back and forth. It will all be there. And of course, when you invited me into a call with the person who doxed and harassed my family, I obviously was going to throw on the fucking record button. Are you that stupid? I reached out to you with the story that Zoom was doxing and harassing my family. And what you did was you brought me in on your fucking crusade. That's what you did. What?
When did you reach out to me that he was harassing your family?
I reached out through Drama I Report, and your person said he got it to you specifically, and you fucking ignored me for it. I tweeted out to you multiple times.
I didn't even know that until you told me right now.
I don't believe that.
Well, I mean, it's the truth. I didn't know it until you told me right now. And if I did know it, I would tell you I knew it, and ha ha ha, fuck you.
Well, good, because I mentioned it in the call, Keemstar, so you knew it then. Because I asked him specifically. He said, Nick, you live over there, right? I go, you would know. You're the one who doxed me.
Well, you know, maybe that fucking slipped my mind. I don't fucking know.
I don't know, Keemstar. You're saying a lot of.
Well, what do you think that's gonna do? What do you think your audio's gonna do?
Keem, I pieced it all together.
I
pieced it all together, Keemstar. I know exactly why things happened. I know why they got certain places. I know why people did certain things. I have the entire story pieced together from start to finish. And if you want to know why, I'll give you a little spoiler. If you want to know why Keemstar dug up all this information, it was because he lost 3,000 subs on his social blade. That's the only reason this happened.
I literally just said that like 15 minutes ago, that I was pissed off at him.
Wow, you mean, isn't that intent? Oh.
Yeah, he already said he intended to harass.
Yeah, he did intend to harass. And doxing is illegal unless you intend to harass. Oh my god.
Call the cops.
This isn't a pedophile accusation. This is something I can make a video
Call the internet police.
Call the internet police.
The IWC. Keem.
I mean, Nick, at the end of the day, I mean, my question.
At the end of the day, I don't make exposed videos. I make entertainment.
What's gonna happen to me, Nick? Nick, what do you think's gonna happen to me?
That's the best part of YouTube. I'll just wait and see.
Yeah, nothing. Let me just rephrase that.
My small channel does quite a bit. It does. It does quite a bit.
Yeah, well, I mean, your channel's smaller than Tommy, and he's been trying to ruin my career for how long?
I'm just saying, I'm hitting multiple 12K videos on a 1K channel. X-Boblox, this is under mine right now. I'm just saying, I do have a bit of a reach.
Yeah, he has a good community reach, but I mean, everyone knows that.
I know a lot of people. I have a lot of information. I'm not sitting here saying I'm going to try to end Keemstar's career. I'm not retarded. A lot of people say that. A lot of people say, I'm going to take down Keemstar. Keemstar, you're the guy who said the fucking N-word publicly, and it didn't mean shit. You've done a load of stupid things on the internet, and it has never, ever damaged your career. You know why? Because everyone knows you are an asshole. I'm not sitting here saying I'm gonna bring Keemstar down, and maybe I'll.
But you were threatening him.
I am threatening him. I'm still threatening him.
Good.
Could embarrass him.
The minute you say that, you're gonna lose.
I'm not stupid. You really think I'm this stupid person?
Oh, I mean, look who your best friend is, Tommy C. You're definitely dumb.
He's a really good guy, I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, really good.
I don't know.
Really good.
And I just want to address one more thing. I'm going to address one more thing you're saying, that I was involved with doxing JustDestiny. And I will confirm, I was there. I was in the chat. I was laughing.
Did you help?
Yeah, I helped with the lawyer situation, because when you got into the chat...
Is that all you helped with?
I'm gonna get... Can you let me talk? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can I talk? When you got into the chat, it was about researching the cease and desist. I drove to the lawyer's place. I did the lawyer stuff. I helped you with the lawyer stuff. Things got a little escalated, and I'm not gonna say why, because that's a good spoiler. But at the end of the day, you had intent to do something, and I had intent to do something else. Doxing is not illegal. I intended to find out that he was not a pedophile, and then be done. That's not illegal. Is there something wrong with finding out someone's not a pedophile? Because I literally
have been saying that this whole time.
No, you don't understand. You wanted him to be a pedophile. I wanted to show you he wasn't. And all the screenshots show that.
I definitely wanted
all
him
the
to be a
screenshots
pedophile.
show that.
I definitely wanted him to be a pedophile. I definitely want him to be a pedophile. But it turns out he wasn't. So what does that mean, Nick? What does it mean, Nick? It means nothing, Nick. I'm so sick.
When you put the whole thing together, together and build the arc to this manga.
Of you guys acting like you have power, acting like you have influence, acting like you have dirt on people, acting like you're gonna expose people, acting like you're gonna hurt people. You are harmless.
I want to know why when Zoom swatted Ralph, which you admitted to watching, why didn't you say that? Why didn't that go on Drama Alert? I mean, I know Ralph Retort's not a very good person, considering that he sicked Zoom on me. So I just want to know why you watched someone get doxxed and that wasn't story for Drama Alert.
Do you think Ralph really sicked Zoom on you? Well, I can tell you this much. When I fucking saw that, I reached out to Zoom personally, and I told him he's a fucking idiot, and he shouldn't have done that.
Okay, but why wasn't it on Drama Alert? That's the news platform. Or are you just as scared of him as everybody else is?
No, not really. I'm not necessarily scared of him, but honestly, like, the Ralph Report stuff is way too political. Like, the Andy stuff, like, I almost didn't even...
What's political about sending cops to the house?
Wait, doxing people isn't political.
He swatted him. He swatted him live on the air. It's on fucking YouTube at fucking 1:29 in his fucking stream. That's still up.
Let me know when you're done talking so I can explain.
Go.
The Ralph Retort and all that political stuff is just way too fucking toxic. Honestly, I would never cover any of that stuff. Any of that stuff on Drama Alert. It just does not belong there. And I don't want to get mixed up like in that, you know, with my brand. Just 100%. Like that shit is just way too fucking toxic. Dude,
you cover pedophiles. You cover fucking pedophiles. Hold
on. I don't. Now I've lost my train of thought because you're a fucking pedophile. There's so much like racist shit.
No, because you don't have an answer.
Let me fucking talk, dude.
All right,
I can't fucking answer the question if
you're
just gonna scream shit, Nick. There's so much fucking racist and fucking shit that I disavow on that fucking show that I can't fucking cover any of that stuff. I don't want to cover any of that stuff. Now, what it made a little difference with the Ian Miles Chong and Andy scenario, because Ian Miles Chong is a fucking YouTuber and he's a game journalist that a lot of YouTubers know and trusted. That made that story like viable for Drama Alert, where the stuff with Ralph, it just isn't.
If you disavow them, why didn't you just disavow them publicly on Drama Alert saying, hey, these are some YouTubers that did this fucked up shit, they swatted them, fuck them.
He doesn't have to disavow anything. He doesn't have to show Ralph's show. He doesn't have to show the politics. All he has to do is show a clip of Zoom calling the local police department, telling him Ralph's suicidal because his views aren't making enough and he's not making enough money and people aren't watching his show and the gym won't call in anymore, and show that he swatted him live on stream. None of those fucking answer the question.
That's a great story, to be fair.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought about covering it, but dude, I just don't want to cover any of this shit with the fucking...
Why? It doesn't get clicks? Doesn't get as much clicks as Jake Paul and pedophiles?
I mean, that's part of the reason, yeah.
You're the one who put a swatter in jail. Why does this guy get free pass? Why does a guy whose name's public, who fucking harasses people, who's connected to bomb threats, who's connected to pedophile accusations, why does he get a free pass from the fucking news of the platform?
Yeah, you've called out and exposed swatters before.
Well, maybe
went to jail.
Maybe that's a fair question, Nick. And obviously, you're really upset with what fucking Zoom did to you with the harassment. Have you fucking called the police? Because like Zoom is not, his docs are out. Like you know who Zoom is.
plenty of people have called the police on Zoom.
Well, then why is he not getting in trouble?
Beats me.
What do you think would happen if I ran a drum alert on it? Do you think Zoom's career would be over? He doesn't have a YouTube career.
Oh, he does have a YouTube career. He pulls a big number. He pulls a lot of numbers, actually.
Yeah, but every single one of his subs knows he's swatting people, right?
I think he'd be terminated if you swat people live on. That's breaking terms of service. That's doing a good deed for the platform. He wasn't on
his channel still up?
Yeah, he did this on YouTube. You watched it. I have a screenshot of you watching the fucking show. You know his channel's still up.
Honestly, okay, and this is I'm being dead ass serious. I don't follow Zoom and fucking Ralph like I used to during Monday match shit.
Time out. Put this on screen, Augie. Put this on screen here.
Now I don't know every little fucking thing that goes on in the world anymore. I don't pay attention. I'm at this show now.
So this is a screenshot from Keemstar's Twitter. Breaking YouTube is down. #drama alert. And you can see in the tabs here, he has Zoom's stream loaded up and Zoom's Twitter.
What's that?
That was during the hacking, or that was during the hacking.
Okay, that was 2 weeks ago. You don't follow up with Zoom. You don't know his YouTube channel, but you watched him 2 weeks ago.
Nick, that was the night that Ralph got swatted. That's
what I'm trying to say. That was only 2 weeks ago. You just said that you didn't know he had a channel. Why are you lying to me on Augie's show?
No, you're an idiot. I assumed that he didn't have a channel after that.
And you didn't look?
No, that's what
the stream's still up. He's been streaming since then.
I'm not in your world. I'm not in this fucking chat.
I'm not in Blood Sports. I'm not in Blood Sports.
Look at this.
I had the audacity to check and see if somebody who swatted somebody on stream still had a channel. Blow my mind, Keemstar.
That screenshot right there is the day. It's like literally
yes,
like
it is. It's while it's happening.
It's an hour after the fucking swatting took place, which people were tweeting me about. So that's why that stuff's up there, is because I was checking it out. And again, as I said earlier when I was talking to you, the minute I fucking saw that shit, I reached out to Zoom and was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're an idiot for this.
All right, but you're admitting you know that he does this stuff. You're very aware that this stuff is happening.
Yeah, but Nick, you got to understand, this took place after Destiny.
I know it took place after
Destiny.
But you knew who he was when you were on the kill stream about a month before Just Destiny. When the Tonka stuff went down, you were in a conversation with Zoom talking about how you knew him prior because he was involved with Lizard Squad.
That's what
that was a verbal.
That's what he might have said.
Okay, so then how come how come when you needed somebody to dig up dirt on Just Destiny, the first person you went to was Zoom?
You're doing guilty by association. Find
no,
audio.
I'm not. I'm actually not.
Nick, I'm asking you a question, Nick. Find audio of me saying I know Zoom.
I don't need audio of you saying you know Zoom. When you looked for Just Destiny's information,
just saying that I did.
No, shut the fuck up. When you needed to find information on Just Destiny, he was the first number you called. That's not an accident. You know how I know that? Because I made a joke and I have the screenshot. I cracked a joke in the call with Clown, and I cracked a joke in the call in the chat that we were in the text chat that we were in, saying, if you really need some help, why don't you go ask Zoom? And then 20 minutes later, all of a sudden, Zoom's on the team helping the cause. Now,
so wait, you told me to go reach out to Zoom, so I take your advice, and now I'm the bad guy?
No, that's not exactly what happened. Absolutely not what happened. You're twisting the story.
Dude, I can't remember every little detail, but I did contact Zoom. But if you're telling me now that you're the one that suggested that I talk to Zoom, and I take your goddamn advice, well, do you have proof that I didn't take your advice?
I have that you have Zoom. You took my advice. It's not advice. It was heavily sarcastic. You could literally read how sarcastic it was. I didn't say, hey, Keemstar, you need to get Zoom.
The story is that you tell me to get in contact with Zoom to help research the fucking Just Destiny thing. I get in contact with Zoom on your advice, and now you're exposing me for working with Zoom.
That's absolutely not what happened.
That's exactly what you just said.
Then we'll show the screenshots.
You're fucking dumb.
Then we'll have the screenshots.
You're actually dumb. What did you just say?
Oh my god,
What did you just say, Nick? You just saying that you told me to contact Zoom. Why would you even say that?
I didn't say oh my god. Can I finish talking, please?
Your whole case, you fucking retard. You might have had something on me, but now you're telling everybody that you told me to contact Zoom to research Destiny. What
you
the
are
fuck are
you are so
You threw your whole case in the garbage.
You are
Nick.
so misguided. This is so painful. Can I finish talking? Can I finish talking? Can I finish talking?
Threw it away.
Can I finish talking?
You threw it away, Nick. You had me. You had me.
Wait, so you're admitting he had something on you? So you did do something?
No, I don't even need your help. I don't even need your help. I said if you want doxing, LOL, why don't you go ask Zoom? You're clearly such good friends with him. That is what the message says.
So you literally gave me advice to reach out to Zoom.
That's obviously not advice. I was calling you an idiot the entire time. If you read it, it sounds like you're telling me context doesn't matter, which apparently is fucking everything you ever do.
Nick, why would you give me advice to contact Zoom if he's such a bad person?
Keep deflecting. Keep deflecting. Keep deflecting.
Why would you tell me to reach out to Zoom?
Dude, you literally, I have you by the balls and you're grasping onto one little thing that I can easily disprove.
If Zoom is so bad, why would you tell me to reach out to Zoom?
Oh my god. You can't troll me the way you troll Bulblax and Augie. I'm not gonna sit here and bite. To quote you, I have piles and piles of information.
And I will. Nick, I'm gonna make sure everyone knows that you're the one that told me to reach out to Zoom.
Please do, and then I'll show the screenshot. If you go back, let me see. 60 minutes from now, you'd find where you said that you didn't go into a call with Zoom. Then you'd find in 20 minutes later where you don't remember you went into a call with Zoom. And then you go a little further up and you say, I can't talk about that because that was a private conversation. You've contradicted yourself so many times from start to finish.
I shouldn't be forced to talk about my private conversation.
No, you shouldn't, but you chose to. No, you shouldn't, but you chose to. You talked about him.
At the end of the day, this is just going to result in literally nobody wanting to talk to you.
And what did I tell you every time we've ever talked? I don't care if I have a future on this platform. I don't want
You've never actually
big YouTube.
You've never actually said that to me. What are you saying?
You're just
lying. What have I told you every time?
I went on interview yesterday. I don't care. I like seeing the numbers go up. It's not my job of choice. It's not my future. I really like the guys I met. I've talked to every YouTuber I've ever enjoyed, including yourself. So I've pretty much seen it all. And if everybody hates me tomorrow and everybody takes your side because you're such a likable person and you've talked a lot of shit, then so be it. I've had my fun. I've done my job. You know what? I could die happy knowing that I finished.
That's fine and all. That's fine and all. But why do you guys act like you're going to fucking like ruin me? I just don't get it.
Am I supposed to say, hey guys, brand new story coming out. I'm gonna drop some fire, and you know what? It's not very effective. Brand new video on Keemstar coming out, and nothing happened. What kind of wrestling promo is that?
Well, I mean, dude, this is the way I think it's gonna play out. You're gonna say, Keemstar reached out to Zoom, which you're the one that told me to reach out to Zoom. I took your advice, right?
That's not true. I don't think continue the narrative. Continue it.
Also, you're gonna say Zoom doxed people, which was retroactive, or swatted people, which was retroactive.
I haven't given anything away that's actually in my video. If you're piecing things together, you're fucked.
Well, there's just nothing in your video. I was literally just trying to search this JustDestiny fucker. I don't care.
Yeah, I know you are.
Remember what I said,
But you just said 20 minutes ago that you don't remember anything, so now you remember everything?
Well, I don't remember every fucking thing, but like
So you might have missed a few things when you were thinking about it.
I just think that this is like a giant waste of time. You're amping people up for this.
Then why are you still here? Why are you still talking to me if this is a big waste of time? Why didn't you just say, oh, Nick's got nothing on me and leave? Why are you sitting here and giving me the time of day?
Well, you're telling me that you record it. You're telling me that you recorded everything.
Absolutely recorded.
You have something.
If someone put me in a chat with a guy who doxed and harassed my family and sent 6 Qurans to my house, pretty sure I'd be doing this. Yeah.
Tell me about this relationship that I have with Zoom. I want to hear about it because I don't. I'm not friends with Zoom. I don't talk to them.
So then why not run the story? Then why not run the story? And why not run the story?
Honestly, for the same reasons I've been saying, like that Ralph Retort stuff that fucking I did.
But you don't have to talk about the Ralph Retort. You have to talk about there's a guy on the platform swatting people. There's a guy who leaked Tonka's grandmother's address and called her fucking place. There's a lot going on here. You were on a stream, and I'm gonna fucking say it right now. You were on a stream where you shit your fucking pants, Keemstar, because he said that we're gonna go do a documentary. We're gonna knock on the door to his house. We've been harassing his fucking grandmother for weeks. And then you said, well, I don't know, he's kind of defeated, isn't he? And then that's when they said, no, a guy like this always gets back up, and it's our job to make sure he can't do that. And you got freaked out. You got a little fucking weirded out when he said that. That's all on stream. That happened. You were very aware that they were harassing Tonka.
Wait, you're telling me I'm telling them that that's too far and to stop? And I'm the bad guy?
Because you don't fucking say anything publicly. Yeah!
I said it to their face, according to you. I don't even remember this conversation.
But you didn't say it on your Twitter. You didn't say it on your platform where the fucking thing can actually be heard by people. These guys are so bad. I'm gonna tell them to their face, but I'm not gonna say anything while they just fucking do this to everybody.
What does it do, me covering the fucking story about, you know,
what did it do to the other guy? To the other guy you got 20 years in prison? Maybe he's not gonna get jail time probably. But at the end of the day, somebody's got to knock this guy down a peg.
Keem is just praying that Nick has nothing. No, I actually don't care. I don't care, Tommy, because I know it'll do absolutely nothing. But I have been unmasked, and I am kind of Dan Keem now because I can just hear in fucking DeOrio's voice, and I can kind of relate to like some of the harassment.
Zoom's here now, by the way.
Y'all want Zoom? I'll put him on if y'all want.
Yeah, bring him on. Bring him on.
Right. Bring him on.
Hello.
Zoom, were you harassing Nick?
I called his mom and said that he was stealing SpaghettiOs.
Zoom, that's a fucking... You read my mom's cell phone number. You read her full name. You read multiple parts of my docs to a stream with a Ralph retort giggling in the background. And the only reason I can't play it for you right now is because Stream.me got fucked by the bunch of you idiots.
Why are you out of breath? You're sitting in a chair.
I'm not out of breath.
Sound out of breath.
You sound like you have no answer for my fucking question.
Oh, why did you read my mom's name? Calm down, dude. It's the internet. I never said
it's not the internet. It's my fucking life. When the cops are gonna knock on my fucking door, dude.
But
Did the
Zoom,
cops knock on your door?
Let me talk for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Zoom, you've been doing some fucked up shit, especially recently with Ralph, and I didn't know you were fucking with Nick.
How did I fuck with Nick? I called his mom and I said he was stealing.
You read my docs on a stream.
No, I didn't.
You've called me multiple times. You've handed my shit out to other people.
I called
You've
your
been fucking
number
with me.
time.
You fucked with me for an entire month, and then you finally got bored. And I'm assuming
I called you one time on Ralph's channel, and I said
that wasn't on Ralph's channel. That wasn't on Ralph's channel.
It was.
Then you read my docs on a different stream.
Because of all this shit, now because I reached out to you for help with the Destiny thing, Nick's gonna make an expose video on me that, you know, I'm sure the 10 people that watch him are really gonna be upset.
Yeah, all 13,000 like my last one, jackass.
Actually does have a fucking point. Now, regardless, I didn't know you were fucking doing this level of like harassment and shit.
I forgot that Nick even existed until I heard his tears. That's how insignificant he is. You have an overinflated sense of self-importance, Nick.
I have a
really
question.
Funny.
When you eat everybody in your community, who's gonna pay the super chat?
I don't know. My name is Nathan Ralph. Is it tough being a fence-sitting dick rider like you? I mean,
I don't sit on fences.
Really?
I think you're a piece of shit.
You sat on fences and Dick rode Tonka when he did shittier shit.
I didn't sit on fences. I'm still friends with Tonka. I'm still friends with Tonka.
So clearly you're not a good judge of character.
No, I'm not a good judge of character because I like talking wrestling with the guy. Where does that come off? Do I go on his show anymore? Do I go on his show anymore?
I like how you completely avoid the fact that you defended him, were friends with him.
I defended him. I said what he did was shit. I publicly said what he did was shit. That's a lie.
I mean, how dumb did you feel when you spent like weeks back at
As dumb as I felt with Peyton, as dumb as I felt with Ian Miles Chung, and guess what? My videos are still getting views. I'm still here. I'm still fucking talking to you. And you know what?
Why are you so angry?
You take my shit and you fucking take it to my family, and that's not how that goes.
I don't remember it being like that. I think you should calm down.
Because you just said you called my mom, so...
Yeah, I called your mom one time live on the air with everybody listening, and I said that you were stealing spaghetti out of my fridge. And then I never called her. I never said your address. I never said the number. Everybody saw it. It was live on stream.
Wait, Zoom, just for the record, how many times have we spoke privately?
I think 2 or 3 times.
All privately?
Once.
And was Nick there as well?
I don't remember. I don't think he was.
Do you remember me, you, and Nick researching this goddamn lawyer firm?
Yeah, I remember that. And then you sent him out to the to take pictures.
I went out before that. On my own volition.
No, but I mean, you were there, Nick. I mean, obviously, that's where the recording took place, right?
Isn't it funny when people use me for their own material? They have no problem with what I do, but then when I do something to one of their friends, all of a sudden they're so offended.
I don't think that answers anyone's question.
Nick had no problem with me digging into the company, finding out where the people live, finding out who was involved.
That's what I don't understand.
I had no problem rolling out there, helping us.
I recorded the whole thing and did a play-by-play to Tro of what you were doing so I could make a video.
A video of what?
Exposing it. I literally have an entire... Yeah, how effective you are.
You realize I do this like live on stream? I don't hide anything like your gay friend Tonka or your other friend
Keemstar, do I need anything else? Is this not what I've been telling you for the past hour? What do you have to say? Whoa, Kemosabi, dead air. Somebody talk.
I know. What Zoom is doing is fucked up and wrong. 100%.
What's wrong about it, Keemstar?
The the swatting shit.
Who swatted anybody?
You swatted Ralph 2 weeks ago.
No, I didn't. You fucking retard. I literally did you listen to the call? I did a prank call to the non-emergency line.
Okay, but it was a swatting when the fucking guy it was a swatting when the guy knocked on the door to Andy Warski's house. So it wasn't a swatting when the guy knocked on the door to Ralph's house?
Those were cops. He lied about the story. Did you actually listen to the stream? He told like 20 different stories. First, it was he didn't answer the door.
I listened to your stream.
Then he answered the door and he said that 5 cop cars came. Then it wasn't 5 cop cars. Then it was 2 paramedics. His story changes every time you hear it. It's a different.
It's still.
You're trying to tell me that one paramedic that came are you dangerous? Are you a danger to anybody? No. Do you have any weapons? Yeah, I have my left and my right fist, and I have a sushi knife that I used to make sandwiches. Are you a danger to anybody?
Do you think you're funny?
Do you think you're gonna threaten anybody? No. They asked me that several times, and I never once threatened anybody. Do you know what Ralph did?
You told him you were gonna kill. You said you were suicidal on the stream.
No, I said I was upset because I'm not famous anymore.
No, you said you were suicidal on the stream. I can clip it. You said you were suicidal on the stream.
Did I ever once say that I was a threat? That I was gonna harm anybody?
No,
you
said you were gonna harm yourself. That's enough.
Zoom, honestly,
you were just so retarded. And you know what Ralph said? You know what Ralph said when he got alone and he got with a bunch of his friends? He said that I said that he had a knife to Nora's throat and he was
okay. I don't like Ralph either. I don't like Ralph either. I'm not taking his side.
And Ian Miles Chong told the police that Andy had a bunch of drugs and guns and was ready to shoot people. I made a joke about making a sandwich. There's a huge fucking difference with that. But I guess you don't understand that because you don't get out much, Nick.
I get out just plenty. Obviously you don't, because the one fucking video of you running around fighting somebody makes you look like a complete fucking jackass.
Yeah. Coming from fucking Goldberg from the fucking Mighty Ducks, that means a whole lot.
Are you referencing that to hockey?
You were fucking out of breath walking down the street to take a picture of a mailbox and you're trying to talk. You're out of breath sitting in a fucking chair talking to me on a stream.
I have been harassed by people online, so I understand why Nick is so pissed off at you. And I understand why Ralph is fucking pissed off at you.
Well, why is
too far?
Why is Tubby Smollett over there all of a sudden so
Dude,
pissed off?
You're fat too, you fucking moron!
Why are you so upset, Tubby?
Because
Did I throw a rope around your neck and say this is
like
Maggot County nigger?
Cry.
Really? Because your mom screamed and then hung up the phone, and that was 3 months ago. Now your mom was suddenly crying. You realize your mom talked to us on the phone.
Did my story change? Did my story change?
I don't know. I never asked your fucking story because I didn't care. Is anybody supposed to care, honestly? We did a prank call one time. I never posted any fucking address. I never posted your mom's number. You're such a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, no, I just had it sent to me by everybody else, but I'm sure you
and then what? You waited 3 months to bitch about it?
Yeah, because I thought you were gonna swap my house, you fucking moron.
Zoom, you have to understand Nick's position, right? You publicly swatted Ralph, and Nick knows that you know his address. He's obviously going to be fucking worried that like cops are going to come through his door any minute.
Ralph. It was a fucking joke. Jesus Christ.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. However you want to phrase it, dude. Like I totally understand where Nick's coming from, bro. You're going too fucking far, bro.
I don't think
give a shit. He doesn't give a fuck.
The shit is just not right, and now I'm getting pressure to cover it. And then also Nick's trying to spin some narrative that, you know, I'm reaching out to this elite hacker to get JustDestiny and shit, which I really didn't know you were doing all this fucked up shit.
And you gotta think about it from my perspective, Keemstar.
What, you need to make yourself a professional victim over there, Tubby Smollett?
I went on offense. You don't know me.
Is this Maggot County, bud?
You don't know me.
I went on offense. Cry to the cops and say I threw a noose around your
neck. Did I go on offense? Keemstar, I went on offense today, right?
I don't fucking know. My brain's just melting with all this information.
On a scale of 1 to 10,
all right,
how
Dr.
upsetty spaghetti are you?
Dude, I think you're a faggot. I think you hide behind all this shit.
I
think you're a fucking coward. I think you're a coward because you play into YouTube drama, and the first thing you do is you target people's families. You're a fucking faggot, dude.
Oh man, that's really stinging. So yeah, I asked how you feel, not what your opinion was.
I feel like
your general feelings about all of it? Like how do you feel deep down inside? Are you like terrified? Are you angry? Like get out your emotion scale. You know the things they give autistic kids so they can try to figure out how they feel. Oh god, what's Keemstar gonna cover? Me bullying retards on YouTube? Oh god, I'm shaking in my boots.
Yeah, but they're like
getting a reaction. I'm not getting.
Hey, now at the end of the day, I reached out to you for help to find out who this JustDestiny guy was.
And you look kind of shitty, don't you? You look kind of shitty. And I guess it's not.
it
maybe I'm mischaracterizing. Maybe I look bad.
How does that make you look, Nick? Because you had no problem working with me too. Does that make you a piece of shit?
I don't understand. That's what I don't understand.
You had no problem working with me.
Can I answer that?
Damn well who it was. You sat in that call. You didn't say a fucking word to me.
Can I answer it? Can I answer it?
Sure. You can have permission to ask.
I was live. Let me explain it. I was live messaging the right opinion, saying I was recording this for my own safety, documenting what happened so I could expose it.
What were you really exposing?
There's literally audio of me trying to talk you out of it.
Of
you trying to pin a pedophile accusation on a fucking guy who literally wasn't a pedophile because Keemstar lost 3,000 subscribers.
Yeah, but he wasn't a pedophile, Nick. What are you saying?
What are you talking about? All I remember was him sending out a fake legal notice to some guy.
No, all I remember was you trying to convince us that he was a fucking 35-year-old pedophile, which makes absolutely no sense.
That wasn't Nick. That wasn't him.
And
that wasn't him.
That wasn't him.
You were doing mental gymnastics to try to say it was him. The other person in the call, who I'm not going to name, said that when you have a dramatic life experience and you get sexually assaulted, then maybe your vocal cords get stunted to the age. So the narrative would have had to be.
Yeah, I never even said that. Somebody else fucking said that.
I know.
I was talking about he sounded too young.
Said, wow, I guess anything's possible.
Well, I never fucking said that. You fucking disingenuous piece of shit. I never fucking said that. Some other guy fucking said that. I was talking about something else.
All right, well, the audio will show it.
At the end of the day, we concluded that was not him, Nick, so I just don't understand your logic.
He has no logic. He's just a professional victim talking circles around himself.
All right, dude.
Let the record show that you're a grown man being upset about something that happened 5 months.
I'm a grown man.
How fucking passive-aggressive are you, man?
I'm not passive-aggressive. I'm collecting clips for a video.
You sound really upset about absolutely nothing.
I do.
You should have just logged off.
You sound like you really want me to be upset about something.
I think you are upset. I mean, you get really upset when I call you fat.
Do you have anything else? Do you have anything else?
At the end of the day, like, calling someone's mom because you acquired their phone number, like, without consent, or calling the cops and saying, "Oh, I have a knife."
Shut up, thought. Nobody cares what the fuck you have to say.
I'm not.
If I cared how a toaster felt, I would ask a fucking toaster. I don't care how you feel. Shut the fuck up. So, like, if I give you a chocolate bar, will you just call it even? Or are you more like a Reese's Pieces kind of guy?
If you don't fuck with me and my family, then maybe we can call it even.
I forgot you even existed. That's how irrelevant you are.
Thanks.
Yeah, but do you understand where Nick's coming from, though? Like,
no, he doesn't. And we're talking in circles, and I don't fucking need this.
Even if I did, I wouldn't care. Bye, Nick.
Zoom, you're going too far. Tissues. I know you don't care, but literally everyone else in this community is like, what the fuck? Keemstar, you worked with fucking this guy who's swatting people?
So did Nick. It makes him look even more hypocritical.
That makes sense to me. I know he did.
And what did we do? I sat with you and we figured out that the law firm that this guy was using to pressure an underage YouTuber into fucking cucking to him was a fake law firm in which he was trying to bully some 15-year-old kid. I showed you that it was bullshit. I showed you that it was fake. I gave you all the information you needed to disprove it, and then I went on my merry way. Other than that was all I did. And he was there the entire time.
That's why I don't
taking direction from me and taking direction from you. Nick is just a fat, boring retard who can't do anything original or fun, so he has to play a professional victim to get a little bit of attention. It's absolutely fucking pathetic. The best thing he should do is give a revolver a blowjob, because that would be the most exciting stream he's ever. The best thing that we could ever get out of Nick is the back of his skull blasting the wall behind him. That's it.
The way I remember it is me, Zoom, and DeOrio, and I don't know who else was in the call. I don't understand Keemstar exposed, working with swatters and hack. I don't understand that angle because Nick was literally with us, helping us out. I don't get it.
There is no angle. He just wants attention. That's the angle, Keem. He wants attention. He wants people to feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for him. It's like, how the fuck do you get cyberbullied or threatened on the internet? Just close your eyes. Log off the fucking computer. Stop talking shit to people.
If he legitimately thinks you're gonna swat him,
You're fucking with them in real life, though.
How am I fucking with them in real life?
Well, what if he turns off the computer and then one day the fucking SWAT team comes in? Like,
so long ago that I even forgot it happened until he.
Well, how does he know?
When you call somebody's house in real life, it's gone from being on the internet to being in real life.
I didn't post his house.
Being a threat.
No, you called his mom, though.
I called his mom on his house phone, and I said, "Your son's stealing all the food out of my fridge. Tell him to stop."
And that in isolation wouldn't be that bad, but the fact that you also swat people, it makes sense why he would be afraid.
That's why he's afraid. That's why he's afraid, Zoom. And
all right, guys, I don't see any progression going on here. Do you guys want to make some wrapping up statements here so we can call it a night? Because there's nothing going on here. It's just going in circles.
Nick's a and he's an overly emotional bit. Everyone else here seems okay. You guys should probably stop hanging out with that. He's gonna rub off on you.
All I know is like these guys have basically like their whole angle of like Tommy C and fucking Nick DeOrio, or like you covered all this swatting before, but you saw what happened with
I can't take Tommy C seriously. He's such a pathetic loser. He wouldn't put down a fucking glass of beer and get off stream to take care of his child as he was choking and being hospitalized. He's a fucking fat piece of shit too. These people need to get some fucking priorities in life.
They kind of do have a point. They have a point, right?
I get fucking busy with work for a few days. I need a fucking break from all these fucking retards crying on the internet about how they want to be famous. I come back and it's fucking Nick DeOrio crying, saying I've been harassing his family for a month. I haven't talked to the motherfucker since the last time I was talking to you, which was on that call. Other than that, I forgot he existed.
Do you guys want to wrap this up? Because I don't see us going anywhere.
Yeah, have a nice night, Keem. Have a nice night, Augie, Bobax, and Thought. I hope you guys have a good night. Take it.
Zoom. I disavow all your fucking horrible shit.
Holy shit! What that guy? Jesus!
It's been a hell of a night.
Oh my
Keem,
god!
Do you have anything you want to say? Wrap it up.
I guess we have a fucking good drum alert video in store in the near future.
Well, there you go.
Jesus.
Check out the new drum alert. Ralph and Zoom talking about the swatting. Hopefully something happens there.
Dude, I will say, in comparison to like exposing fucking Susie Liu to exposing Keemstar, that fucking guy is just leagues above in terms of assholery and like holy fucking shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh my god.